was hoping to do a high market cap strategy video this week. Perfect example showed up last night with Weed Coin. I hope some of you were able to get in this. A lot of fun in this coin. But this is where I normally trade. I know we got a lot of low market cap trenchers and that's all good. It's all fun down there, but the safest bets are up here in the multi-million market cap coins. You know, we get to this point and price action kind of acts as it should in a normal chart. There's enough volume in it that not one person is going to crash the chart and throw the strategy out the window. So what I like to use in these high market cap coins is just Fibonacci. You know, a lot of people don't like to use the graphing tools. They're just buying and selling whenever, but if we can have an entry and exit strategy for these high market cap coins, something that's calculated and predictable, we're going to be better off than just trying to top blast the volume. So the Fibonacci tool has a whole bunch of percentages, tons of different ways to read it. What I've done is eliminated about 90% of the percentages, and I'm focusing on what is called the golden ratio. This tool, or this particular ratio, is used to predict pullbacks and resistance. So, exercising the golden ratio, we can see right here in the golden zone, we got pulled back after structure was formed. We had a higher high and a recent low. We came back into the golden zone and pushed up. Mind you, this one's a little loose. You know, this might be hard to even consider a real pullback. There's still so much volume in this. But if we take it up, recent high and recent low, pull back into the golden zone and push up. We can do it again here. Look at this, just consistently. This is our buy zone. We need to have the patience to wait for price to get into our golden ratio zone. The GZ, the golden zone. You heard about Jay-Z? Well, this is GZ, and this guy's gonna make you a ton of money. Again, look at this. So I actually got in here. I showed up late to this party, but I waited until a structure had formed. We had created a new high from this recent low, and I just waited. I knew that there was enough volume in this chart that I could probably get in at a pullback and not be left behind. Instead of getting in up here, going into drawdown for 30 minutes, I just waited. Golden zone, almost no drawdown depending on, I don't know my exact entry in here, but minimal, and then push up almost a 2R right off the rip. Now the reason why this doesn't work in the lower market cap coins is because there's just too much volatility. You know, like I said, one person can dump the chart. There's not enough volume to stabilize the chart. This is acting more like a regular chart would. You know, Forex, indices, futures, stocks, you know, gradual ups and downs, normal order flow. And that's what makes these high market cap coins so sustainable, at least for our capital. You know, we're not risking on those low MCs. We're in here. It's not going to crush us in 3.5 seconds. We have time to get out and time to get in. Again, recent low, high. We're waiting for structure to be formed. A high or low, break up above this high, higher high, keep going, higher high, lower high, and a pullback. We've broken structure to the downside, and now we can enter in the GZ. Guys, these are things CT's not telling you. This is how 90% of profitable traders in the markets trade. Just using simple tools, simple strategies, something you can count on, something you can bank on over and over again. Not just buying and hoping price goes up. I mean, look at this. You got in late last night, 70 million, and where is that 70 million? What is that close to? 100 million, which is a psychological level. It is within 30% of our psych level, and price got scared and reversed. And we can see what happened. People top blasted here, and now it hasn't recovered above 70k yet. So within this golden zone, we can see that price did not rebound from the GZ. So the important thing we have to do is wait for confirmation once we're in here. You know, we're in the high market caps. We can be on the 5-minute chart. We can wait 5 minutes for a green candle or a rejection to form. We had this small green doji candle, which is an indecision candle. This is not telling us price wants to reverse yet. So we wait, and we break through GZ, and we're not getting in. It pops up, and look, as I said, it can turn into resistance, as it has here. So now, unfortunately, we can't sell these unless we're in perps, and I don't believe weed is in the perps market yet. But we can see what happens with the GZ inverted. We have a recent high, a break of the low, forming new structure, a lower low, and look, rejects off of GZ and continues down. You know, some people bought in here because they saw all these green candles, expecting it to now take this high because they thought we had a healthy rejection, but price just wasn't ready to do that yet. Here, we didn't even get up to the golden zone, and we're still falling. Now I bet if I put this Fibonacci tool from the all-time low to the all-time high, this pullback will fall in right into the zone. Look. We reject off the very bottom of the zone. We're waiting, you know, we didn't just buy in here. We're waiting for confirmation, not getting it, not getting it, not getting it, not getting it. Still not fully getting it. This is a bearish engulfing candle. 1, 2, a bearish candle, 3, 4 greens, and we're seeing rejection again. Down, and we reject off the bottom of the zone. Now waiting for confirmation. We have good bullish rejection candles, and we've fully engulfed this final bearish candle. This is an area I would feel okay getting in. Minimal risk. I would probably cut this, had it drop below this again. This tool isn't gonna solve all your problems. You still have to understand how to read price. And we break up, and it leaves for a 50% gain. Like, guys, we could be in and out of this high market cap coin 6 or 7 times in one night. You know, we don't have to just buy early here to make money. We can be making 20, 30, 40, 50% throughout the entire evening. We'll see it here as the price is still coming down. From this low to this high, we reject again. And we break up above this. We're showing bullish price action. Better yet, from this low to the most recent high, we reject right off the GZ and break up for a 51% gain. In and out calculated. This is how we can become profitable long-term traders in meme coins. These high market cap coins, they don't come around very often, but when they do, we have to know how to react to them. And you know, this is only the most recent one. There's Fart Coin, there's Pepe, there's all these coins from years ago that we can be using this strategy on. I'm going to go more into this strategy in videos upcoming. I just wanted to get this one out there with the hype around weed right now. And you know, I think we're going to see more of these gaming coins coming out soon. They'll probably run to the multi-millions, so I want to give you some of the tools to hopefully capitalize if you're not an insider in at 10K on these coins. These are the fib settings I use for this: 0, 0.382, 0.618, and 1. Everything else blanked out. Just have the golden zone set to gold and you're golden.